Okay. If everybody could please quiet down. Everybody get in your seats. Okay, questions after, please. Thank you. Everybody settle down. I called this press conference to officially apologize to everybody on the PlankCraft server for my absence. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do what I didn't do, and I meant to be here more, and I'm sorry. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the PlankCraft server. I know you thought I'd never be back. It has been a few weeks, and I do apologize to all my viewers that have stuck around and all of the PlankCraft guys, but this episode is going to be about nothing. I'm going to walk around and show you some things and talk to you a little bit while I record, and then I'm going to put it out as an episode. I don't do these kinds of episodes. I usually try to pack in as much as I can and get a bunch of stuff done in one episode because, you know, you guys can watch anybody, so I figure I'd give you a little bit of content as much as possible. But let's go ahead and get this party started. I don't even remember exactly where we left off on everything. I don't know if you've seen some of the visual improvements I've made in this area. I've got a very basic roof on top of both of these. I did some prettying up around here. Got all the animals moved. I'm not sure how much of this was in the last video. I could have checked. I didn't check. Over it you should get, Yoda would say. I have doubled the size of the wheat farm. And as you notice, there's all these farmer guys are in here running free. I had a tremendous time trying to figure out what they would do. Is you can have like 5 blocks. Let me show you real quick. Let's do this real quick. And it's getting dark. But say you have a villager standing here and you have a piece of wheat here. He will stop and look at that wheat even through all these blocks. Trust me, I did a lot of trial. You can fact check me on that. I did all kinds of different things to try to separate the sections, and they just kept looking at them. So I said, you know what? Screw it. We're tearing the walls down. We're tearing the walls down. We're all going to be one now. And, well, those guys, they did the job, man. They're going absolutely bananas in there. I'm telling you. They don't stop. It's been no big deal. No deal at all. Just to show you a little bit of progress, which, like I said, yeah, somebody else has been over here a bit. So, yeah, all the wheat's been put into bales. I may have done most of that, but not all of it. See, it's working. It's working. Carrots, potatoes, they're all full. Well, not all full. I'll show you why. Whoops. I'll show you why that's so empty here in a minute. Yeah, I hit this hard. I hit it hard, baby. I hit it hard. But I have been doing some off-camera work, just some mind-numbing stuff. And look at all those emeralds, baby. By the way, Plankers, I started buying some books. I'm eventually going to fill up Joe Rilla's library. If you haven't seen it, go check out his episode. But right now, there's 2 rows of mending books if anybody needs some. But look at all these emeralds. Those emeralds were here. These are the emeralds that I've been trading for. Booyah! Yeah, that's a lot. Basically, I've just been trading for emeralds and slowly, very viciously slowly working on the flower farm. But as we wander around, let's see, we still got work to do over here. Still gotta get all these torches out. Whatever. It'll happen. It'll happen. So, we've been busy at work and things are only getting busier, and I've been working 6 days a week. In fact, today is Saturday for me, and I work today. Now, people being all around the world and everything, you won't maybe not know exactly what I'm talking about, but I am union, and us union boys are really picky about working overtime if we don't want to, and I normally won't do it. But I'm still relatively new with my company. If you guys remember when I switched jobs, I started with this company January 2nd, and I'm still trying to, you know, I'm getting old. I was so established in my last company, and things went bad for them, not me, and I had to get out of there. So I'm still trying to establish myself here. So there's a lot of being a good boy involved. So that's been a bit of a trial for me, and it just leaves me tired. But on top of that, portals. Ah, they're so loud. Somebody's been over here, by the way. I did notice this. One of the plankers done put a chute over here because I'm too slow. I haven't built the stop jerking the mouse around. I haven't built the floating storage area yet, slash portal thingy. And hopefully they've been over here enough that this thing's restocking, because this thing was super full. And yep, now it's super empty again. Somebody's using a lot of green. That's what it's here for. But I have also, you know, I'm not the skinniest guy in the world. If you've watched my family style videos, I do have a little bit of weight on me, and I'm also trying to lose some of that weight, and I started doing the keto diet. I've never been on a diet before. I have dieted. I have watched what I've eaten extremely, and I am an expert at losing weight. I've lost more weight than most people have ever had, and it's called the roller coaster, you know? I know how to get it off, I know how to keep it off, and then I also know that I really, 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 really love food. So I am on a diet for the first time in my life, and it is, my energy has picked up tremendously, but at first, for the first 2 weeks, yeah, almost 2 weeks, brutal, just brutal. You're trying to teach your body to switch from burning carbs to burning fats, and you have to go into ketosis, which has to do with different enzymes in your body being released to burn a different fuel source, and blah, blah, blah. So we're getting good there. Well, anyway, this is the work I've done. I've ripped most of this one out, and I'm reworking it. This one over here is done. I have completely reworked the system. And while I run up here, I'm going to keep talking. So I'm been really back and forth on energy and back and forth on everything else. It's plus working extra, and I refuse. You should see my calf muscles, man. Everybody talks about it at work, but my legs, I have the legs of a Grecian god because I refuse to slow down at work. So I always have to push myself hard, being overweight. And, you know, they love me for it. There's been no complaints. Oh yeah, I took out the on-off switch. I gotta fix that too. That's the only thing that's left over here is I gotta put the on-off switch back, because I took the timer circuit, put it underneath, I widened this, I put lighting in that comes on at night, and I put in bone meal refueling stations. So whoever was over here must have figured out that right now the only way to turn this thing on and off is to come in here, turn the circuit on and off. Oh! No, that's right. That's right. It seemed fast, but that's right. Let's check it out real quick. Make sure she's still working. Yeah, she's still working. That center row still doesn't get picked up. There's nothing to do about it. You cannot have... I've tried all kinds of different things with these dispenses, and this is the only way to get the bone meal to work. And, I don't know what I was going to say. Yeah. You gotta have them underneath, and they have this refueling. There's no way to get a rail through here. So, you can just do one of these numbers. Also got to get rid of the seeds. We definitely don't need the seeds, thanks to the potato farm. Potato seeds, yes. The wheat farm! Anyway, so you take my work situation, you take my dieting situation. Let's go ahead and go for a fly while we're here. And, you know, I'll be... Well, okay, let's just go to the next thing. The next thing is I'm also trying to buy a house. I have made some mistakes in my life. I wouldn't call any of them mistakes. I've traveled a hard road with some of the decisions I've made, including having my first child when me and my wife were still 18. We were getting ready to turn 19. We hadn't turned 19 yet. I did not know the witch farm was that close to the flower farm. Check that out, huh? Check that out. I wonder how the drops are doing over here, because it's got to start doing some AF. Hey, by the way, plankers, we got all these wonderful farms, and lots of them need AFK sessions. I noticed, like, the cactus is all gone, and yeah, I think it was the cactus I was thinking about. You know, anybody can AFK over there, it'd be absolutely fine. I know there's not a safe zone, just block yourself in. Anyway, that being said, yeah, so we had a kid at 18, and we had no money, no real career going, and I worked my way up. I went to 5 years of schooling to do what I do, and I make pretty good money now, but my mom's in bad health, and she's been bad health for a long time. When I was 16, she was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. And if you know anything about it, what it is your immune system attacks your joints. It thinks your joints are a problem, and it tries to eat them. So basically, they said when I was 16, they diagnosed her. They said that would put her in a wheelchair within 10 years. Now that was 21 years ago, and she's still up and walking. Things have changed a lot. Medicine has come a long way, but the toll has been done, and she doesn't get around very well. And when I was a kid, we were really close. We haven't been close in years. Family happens. She got divorced from my dad when I was 17 and got remarried. I know this is a lot of information for you guys that you don't need, but let's go back to flying. We're eventually gonna end up at Spawn, or Old Spawn, because there's a couple of things I want to look at. Oh, there's the skeleton farm, our original skeleton farm. Oh yeah, we're gonna stop by the house while we're talking. These guys have been going crazy while I've been gone. Video after video. I'm behind on them too. I need to finish getting caught up on everybody's videos. But Bruce has built a whole different biome over here. He even brought the path over to us. So we got to finish this. I still have been doing work over here, working out the paths and everything in my place. But anyway, back in 2007, we were looking to buy a house. And that was... I was 26, 27. I don't know. I lose track of time. I'm getting old. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to do the math. Not while I'm on camera. Anyway, that was right when the world economy collapsed. I was going to say the U.S. economy, but the world economy pretty much collapsed. And at 2008, 2007, the prices were super high on houses, and they were garbage. I said, I can't spend the money on these houses, so we decided to wait. And in 2008, we moved from Maryland to Ohio. Look at that. That is cool. Good job, Bruce. I like it. All of this, just so you know, Bruce, because I know you've been talking about other plans, I'm going to dig all this deeper, and I'm going to join it over there, so hopefully this doesn't mess up your plans. Let's jump. Rat jump. And dig this deeper. Basically, I want all these water paths, the waterways, connected as far back as it goes, and it goes a ways. So I got to deepen it all out, and eventually I'm going to build a ship out here and everything. That was part of why this was done, our little boat entrance. Not that... Wow, I think I was flying for a second there or something. I don't know what happened. But, anyway, 2008, we moved out there to help them out, because my stepfather wasn't doing so good in health at the time either. And the economy collapsed, and we went from a good credit score and ready to buy a house to within a year just demolishing everything. I was making half what I was making in Maryland, and we had all our bills, and my wife was actually pregnant. Actually, she had just... My second son was very young, under a year, I think. And she was supposed to work full time, but because of having the baby and breastfeeding and all that, she couldn't work where she was supposed to. And basically things got really bad financially for us just for a short amount of time. But if you've ever dealt with the credit system, at least in the US, it is brutal. Brutal. Yes, I know I'm giving you guys so much information about me you don't care about, but like I said, this is a Wander and Talk episode. Give you a little history on the mattress. But, by the way, we have a new member for U2NV Pro, and we have 2 new other members coming on. And our modded series is getting ready to kick off next week. This server is going crazy, and of course, Prostachio is back full force. I love it, and hopefully Double Trouble's coming back soon. But, here's the new spawn. We got a post office, and we got the general store, and we've got our saloon we're gonna build over here that somebody named the Watering Hole, and everybody makes fun of me for it, even though I didn't put that on there. I believe that was done by our British fella. Anyway, basically we've taken a long road of recovering financially. Not finances have been fine. It's just recovering credit-wise to get to a good position, to have the money and have everything line up, be ready to buy a house again. And that's where we're sitting now. But if you've ever bought a house, which I'm sure plenty of people have, it is a process. Oh, a stressful process. I'm getting ready to drop a decent 5-figure number on a house that isn't worth what I'm paying for because the housing market still sucks, and it's going to be a lot of work for me, so I'm looking for that in the future. But that's exactly what I wanted. But all of that added together, and it creates for a tired Mattis who doesn't have a whole lot of energy. And Joe's face. And Joe's face. Joe's face. Hi, Joe's face. Joe and I hopefully are getting ready to get into a, I was like, where's the villager? I never brought him over. Oh, this villager's gone. He probably died. I was expecting that. Not very protected with the building going on up here. There's probably constantly dark spots out there. So, I don't know if baby zombies can jump in there or not. They shouldn't be able to, but just because it's more than a block high. I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, all that being said, tired Mantis, and I'll be honest with you, I love making videos, and I love when my channel's growing, and I love, oh my god, I love playing on this server. This is the best thing I've ever done in Minecraft, which is my favorite game of all times, and I spend a lot of time in my life playing Minecraft, which I started for my older son, who wants nothing to do with me anymore because he's getting ready to turn 18, and that's another thing. He's turning 18. He's graduating high school. We got college issues going on. It's so much going on in my household. It's insane. So, you know, just things, life, all that stuff. I'm just explaining to you why I haven't been around. But anyway, what I was saying was I love making YouTube videos. It's a lot of fun for me, but it's only fun if you can get people to watch your videos and if you're growing, your channel's growing. But between the problems that YouTube's having and the popularity of YouTube and Minecraft dwindling, and the fact that I have a hard time in my schedule to put other games in and keep doing recording, my channel, it tends to stagnate from now every once in a while, and I'm not getting any new people coming on very often, and it gets frustrating. To be honest with you, the amount of work we put into these videos, it hardly seems worth it some days when you guys aren't participating. And you know, the guys that have been around for a while on my channel, I truly appreciate it, but it's a struggle. So I needed a break, so I stepped back and I said, I'm gonna take some time off. Not officially, I just said I'm gonna record if I feel like it. And the whole time I just felt tremendously guilty and sad and not playing with these guys. And I know they had to have been worried about me. And, you know, just disappearing. And, you know, it's a bad mark on the server when the guy who was notoriously the most active on the server stopped showing up. No big deal, guys. I'm telling you, I'm around. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. You know, they had to be a little extra worried because right now I'm currently the guy paying for it, and that could be a problem. But Pro was originally that guy, and it got transferred to me, so if anything ever did happen, I'm sure it could just move on to the next person. But that's neither here nor there. That is nobody's business. I thank you guys for sticking around. I mean, I have rambled on for almost 20 minutes now, and we've done nothing. I promise you we do nothing. We did nothing. I've had my first episode where absolutely nothing happens, and it's not even a tour. We did wander around, but it's not a tour. Just for real, make sure you go check out the other plankers. If you're a content creator, make sure you get onto the application. Make sure you put a video in the application. We are content creators. If you can't create content for your application, then you can't create content. It's a very simple mathematics. I appreciate the people that apply, no matter what their application is like. I appreciate the sincerity of wanting to join us, but you have to know that if you can't create a simple 5-minute video when you're applying, then that means you don't know how to make content. You could record yourself doing live Twitch if you wanted to. Nobody's asking for anything specific. It's just our way of knowing who you are, what your style is, whether you'll fit in or not, because there's a lot of people out there that are just out there to have fun for themselves and they don't care about anybody else and it's just a bunch of garbage. You know, we're not worried about content level. None of us are super fantastic content creators. We do the best we can. And we do make great videos. I don't care what any of you say. We make awesome videos. But we're definitely not professionals. And we're not exactly looking for professionals. We're looking for people that we will have fun with. So we've had some issues lately where people, you know, the entitlement. They expect to join. They put an application in. I want to hear back immediately. I want to join. Like I said, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you applying. But this is a private server, and we've all become friends. So this is a group of friends. So for you to fit into a group of friends, that's got to be something we want, not something you want. Well, it's got to be something we all want. But it's not just throw out a garbage bit of content to us and then go, yeah, I expect to be in. Now, not everybody who's applied is doing garbage videos. I don't mean to say that at all. And like I said, I truly appreciate the effort that's put in. But you got to be a fit in with us, and we're all adults. I mean, we're not all older. Double Treble, Pro, Men's, they're on the younger side of us. And the rest of us are old men, ranging from Bruce all the way up to Rex. I think Rex is the oldest of us. Rex? Don't worry, I'm pretty old too, Rex. I already told you my son's turning 18 in June, so you know I'm an old man. Anyway, that's about it. I love you guys. I love the plankers, man. This is the best place on earth. And really, if you appreciate what we do and you like what we do and you like watching the server, just spread a little love, man. Start commenting. I mean, nobody comments. The comments are terrible. Like, you expect as a YouTuber to have 10% viewership of your subscribership, and our subscriberships are low. Just check them out. Our highest guy in subscribers is low. And we're all proud of him because Muzz has been growing up like crazy. I think he's our highest right now, but even at that point, it's on the low scale. I mean, he's going to the moon and back, but make sure you're commenting. Make sure you're involved, man. This takes a lot of work. You guys have no idea. I mean, we have to interrupt our lives. Most of us are family men, or at least have other people in our lives that we have to interrupt their lives to do what we want to do. I mean, for goodness sake, at least Joe Rilla and maybe Rex, at least some of those guys, they're up late at night. Muzza, I believe, does it late at night to avoid interrupting their families. It's brutal, you know? You know, I have a hard time recording because I can't stay up late. I get up at 2:30 in the morning to go to work because we work early. That's how it goes. What is this? Oh, that must be, woo! Bruce must have put that there for this, is my guess. I could be wrong. But I can't really stay up late, and it's hard for me to interrupt my family, so I jam in recording in small bursts as fast as I can. That's part of where my style comes from. You know, I jam in a bit, you know, a minute long segment or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then I do a bunch of work, and then I jam in another segment. But that works for me. There's a lot more content coming, guys. I want to finish this base, and I want to start a new one because I've got grand plans. I want to finish the flower farm. I want to finish the villager area. I've got a bit of a plan of something I'd like to build with Joe. I want to build a packed ice race course, which the idea I have with Joe is a bit of a race course. It's something else altogether. Get some stuff going over at the games area, the carnival, whatever you want to call it, that area. Over by the hot dog stand. Okay, that's it. I've been talking for over 24 minutes, plus the goofy intro. I gotta go. I'm not gonna hold you up. Thank you guys for watching. Expect more content in the future. I needed a nice, easy segue back into doing recording without jarring you guys into a full episode. And I will see you next time. Adios.